February 3rd edition of the Monday Night Raw review. And this episode is brought to you by
Batista's Drool.
Monday Night Raw kicked off today with Randy Orton, doing his typical Orton manner, walking out, talking about how great he is, and then he goes on to, talking about how the Authority is, of course, unfairly treating him because they're making him defend his title at the Elimination Chamber. But let's be real. I mean, if you're the WWE Champion,
you have to defend your
you
title.
gotta defend your title. Unless you want to be like Dean Ambrose and never defend the United States title. Since
that's a whole different topic.
Yeah, it's a whole nother story.
But I like Orton in his role. I just think it's played out.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I understand what they're trying to do with the whole, spoiled brat. He's a son of a legend and all that good stuff. But it's like it just gets old. The fans don't care about Orton. You can see it. As soon as he came out, what did the fans start doing? CM Punk. And then every time anybody comes on, whether it's Batista or Randy Orton, any of these main event people that are going to be in WrestleMania, they always chant Daniel Bryan or CM Punk. It comes a time, WWE, when you got to start listening to your fans and give them what they want.
Obviously, they can't give CM Punk due to the breaking news from last week.
Yeah.
CM Punk may have just stepped out, and obviously they haven't disclosed the full information about that, and we'll bring that whenever that pops up, whenever WWE decides that they want to talk about it.
And hopefully they can rectify the situation, because, CM Punk is a great talent, huge fan favorite. I hate to see him walk away, and, it's just really unfortunate that he has. So hopefully, Vince McMahon, because I've heard that he's personally handling it, hopefully they can come to a deal. That'd be great for us, great for the fans, great for the WWE in general. And then, as Randy Orton's on his rant, here comes Triple H and Stephanie. They come out and, they basically, tell Randy Orton that they're getting a little sick and tired of him, complaining, and maybe he's not the true face they wanted. So now the new thing is that every week on Raw and SmackDown, he has to face one competitor out of the 5 at Elimination Chamber.
Yep.
This week was Daniel Bryan's, and Friday Night SmackDown is going to be Christian, which should be a good match. And then they said when they announced Daniel Bryan that he could possibly, you said that word, I can't say it.
It could be Daniel Bryan's possibly the face of the company, which would be what everyone wants.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what I want.
But with what we know from the WWE, they don't pay attention.
No.
They don't care what the fans think. They want some big muscle guy being the face of the company, because that's how they've always run it.
Yeah. I mean, the only little guy that you can say that was ever anything major that the WWE actually let get by with only 2 people, like Shawn Michaels and CM Punk.
Yeah.
And honestly, I have never seen a fan reaction as big as this for Daniel Bryan. I mean, I think what their goal was from the start was just to let's give Daniel Bryan a title shot because Cena's injured. Build up a good storyline. Eventually Orton would just end it, and he'll be the champion, and then the fans will forget. WWE, the fans have not forgot. You owe us a WWE World Heavyweight title run from Daniel Bryan. You owe us that.
24 hours wasn't enough.
No, not at all. Oh my God, I still cry at night because of this.
So what was next on the card?
Another thing was the Shield. They went against Biggie Langston, Kofi Kingston, and who else?
Some other guy that didn't matter, obviously.
Yeah, obviously this did not matter. I can't think of it, and I'm not even going to try to think of it. Basically, the match was good, but the main thing I want to talk about is the fact that you're starting to see the cracks in the Shield, mainly between the powerhouse Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose.
The moron.
Yeah. As you can see in the match, Roman Reigns was on his way to spearing Biggie Langston into the 5th row. So what does Dean Ambrose do? Dean Ambrose wants to have the spotlight on him, tag himself in, and finishes Big E with his stupid finisher that is just pretty stupid. I gotta be honest.
What does he even do?
He like grabs your head, like trips you on
Dean
your head.
Ambrose has a finisher?
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's usually Roman Reigns finishing every match.
Exactly. You know, Roman Reigns hits Big E with that crazy Superman punch. Go to hit him with the spear what the fans want. Like that spear, you know, you feel it. You know, Big E obviously is gonna feel it for a week if it happened to him, and then, you know, Dean Ambrose jumps in. You know, he pins Big E, and the match is done. And then they two start getting each other's face, and then Seth Rollins, being the good friend that he is, jumps in. And is like, guys, come on. You know, and then pretty much calms him down. And then our boys, the Wyatts, cut a promo. You know,
The Wyatts.
yeah, I mean,
They're so good.
I gotta be honest, a lot of times when Bray speaks, I don't really know what he's talking about, because he's always talking like Riddle, but the dude's a monster on the mic. And the whole Wyatt family in general is just an amazing faction. I mean, these guys can really, really be something.
Oh, they're talented in the ring, they're talented on the mic, their image is what everyone wants right now. They want a dark team, and they want people... Southern thing is in.
Yeah.
The redneck hillbilly thing, that's in right now. Look at the beards.
Yeah.
You can't deny the beard power.
And the Wyatts are selling it.
In the
man.
Wyatts and in Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, seriously.
Beard power is real this year.
Respect
and
the beard, man.
WWE is finally, I think, going to push the beard power.
Yeah, I mean, I would really... I know they're saying the plans are for Bray Wyatt is to face John Cena at WrestleMania. That's what we're hearing. I really hope they don't make John Cena beat Bray Wyatt. That'll be the biggest mistake. They really need to just have John Cena put Bray Wyatt over and have Bray get a pretty strong victory.
Because we'll put it on the board right now. By the end of the year, Bray Wyatt won at least a title.
Yeah.
Whether it be the Intercontinental
Or the WWE World
or
Heavyweight.
WWE World Heavyweight, which I'm feeling that one more towards
Yeah.
the side of Bray.
I mean, he's the ultimate heel. I mean,
He's got the star power, and he's got
great mic skills.
Great mic
skills.
He is kind of this generation's Undertaker.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, I'm really hoping the WWE doesn't drop the ball and, have Super Cena, beat Bray Wyatt. Listen, I have nothing against Cena. I'm a fan of Cena. Just don't want to see him fight Randy Orton again. Gotta be honest. Kind of want to move on. And I like the idea of him fighting Bray Wyatt. I think it's a great match if they get Bray Wyatt over on this. I don't have any interest in if they're gonna make Cena, take out the WWE's top heel, which he's possibly gonna be. But yeah, moving on. I want to get into something that's just been bugging me. This Bad News Barrett garbage. Cut the crap, WWE. Can we get some decorum here? No one likes you. Like, what are they doing with Wade Barrett?
They took an image that could have been good and they made it worse.
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, I want to know, like, please, if anybody likes this gimmick, please let me know why. Because, like, I don't know why people get excited when they hear his music and they see his stupid face coming up on that podium. Okay? Hitting that hammer, asking for some decorum. Buddy, go back to, like, Brain or something. Like, we don't care about you. You're about as irrelevant as The Miz right now. Okay? Like, come on.
Yes. The Miz is very irrelevant.
Yeah, and then, like, The Miz coming out. Like, first off, we'll get to The Miz in a second. And what's up with, like, alright, like, please tell me they're not going to start a Jerry the King Lawler feud with Bad News Barrett. With Jerry standing up and basically telling Wade to stop.
Why is Jerry the King still here anyway?
Yeah. The guy showed first. The commentator's terrible.
Like 3 years ago or
yeah,
something?
the commentating's terrible. Okay, the only person I even like is
JBL.
JBL because he's just hilarious. The guy defends every heel on the planet, and it's just so funny to hear a new way how he's going to defend this. But like, yeah, like what are they doing with Wade Barrett? I mean, I've read somewhere for an Elimination Chamber matchup for the IC title. They're discussing, who could be Big E's next opponent, and Bad News Barrett is, his name's tossed in the hat. Also, Damian Sandow, which, come on, we've seen the match. Listen, I would love to see Damian Sandow as a champion. The guy's got great mic skills. He makes me laugh. I mean, when he insults the crowd, I mean, it's hilarious. And he's great in the ring. I mean, that match when he cashed in against John Cena was one of the best matches that I've seen. And it's unfortunate he didn't win the match against Cena, but I think the guy can definitely be a star, and he can carry the belt and be a great heel. Who's the guy? That new guy, that Bulgarian guy. What's his name? Rustov.
Yeah, Rustov.
Alexander Rustov, whatever. He's also, his name was tossed into the hat to face Biggie Langston. I'm cool with Damian if he beats Big E. I don't really want to see another Damian Sandow Big E match if they're just gonna make Sandow lose. It's just pointless to me. Bad News Barrett, I just don't want to see him at all, to be completely honest with you.
Rusev would make sense.
Yeah,
because he is intercontinental. He's Bulgarian.
Yeah.
So I mean, he fits into that whole intercontinental champion type thing.
Yeah, I like that. I for the short time we got to see of Rusev, the dude looks, he's a stud.
He is a stud. He looks like he'd be kind of comical on the mic because he is foreign.
Yeah, exactly.
And foreign people are always cool on the mic.
Yeah, and I want to get on too, Titus O'Neil. On SmackDown he made a heel turn against Darren Young, and today I guess you could say he made his debut as a heel in a singles match. He faced Zack Ryder, which blew my mind because I haven't even seen Zack Ryder in I can't even tell you how long. I think that actually the last time I actually seen Zack Ryder, I went to a house show in Philly, and he faced Big E Langston, and that wasn't even televised. So.
And he lost.
No, I actually won.
No?
Yeah, shockingly he won.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I was blown away by it too. So that was the Titus's match. It was a solid match. I think Titus as a heel will be really good for him. Titus, he carried the primetime players. I mean, I have nothing against Darren Young. I think Darren Young is absolutely talented. I think he's great. But Titus O'Neil, I mean, look at the guy. I wouldn't want to fight the dude.
Titus is a big man. I don't want to mess with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Reminds me a little bit of Big E.
Yeah, he barks at me once. I'm peeing myself and I'm tapping out.
Big E. He's just like Big E.
Yeah, exactly. Those two would be a sweet match.
That would be a good match.
Yeah, that'd be a really good match. And then randomly the Miz comes out. Again, I have no idea what the WWE's doing with the Miz. I don't think they know. So the Miz comes out. He pops on the mic. He goes, I don't understand why Zack Ryder, who made a phony internet championship, and Titus O'Neil, who barks at people, are on Monday Night Raw, and I'm not. And then he storms off. Listen, I do like the Miz. I think he's a really good character for what he is. When his run as WWE champion, I enjoyed it. I really did. I think he plays a really good, cocky guy. He thinks he's better than everybody. But the WWE isn't doing anything with him. They don't know if he's a heel or he's a babyface. Pick one or the other. He is, no one cares about a match with him and Brodus Clay, okay? And definitely with Bad News Barrett, and no one even cared about that either.
That was the worst thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was actually the only time I actually agreed with the Bad News Barrett.
Yeah.
Is when he was like, this is the worst match
ever.
ever.
Because we wanted to see the Miz versus Brodus Clay.
Exactly.
No one.
I mean,
But then it made it worse by bringing out Bad News Barrett.
Yeah, exactly. And the fact that his name is really Bad News Barrett, terrible. Keep it at Wade. All good. Damn. But I don't know what they're doing with the Miz. I really wish I could get an answer because I'm a Miz fan. I know not a lot of people like him, but I personally do like him. It's unfortunate to see a guy as talented as the Miz, kind of be off in limbo. No one knows what he is or what he's doing. It's I don't know, man. It's weird. Yeah. And then what else? Oh, Batista. Batista came out today, and he's supposed to do a segment that he's supposed to pick who he wants to verse for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And what happens? Alberto Del Rio comes out, starts talking trash, and Batista keeps trying to let him know, I don't have an issue with you. And then Alberto Del Rio just pops him in the face with a microphone, and those two go at it. And then I think Batista, I don't mark my words, but I think he went tried to do the Batista bomb, and Alberto slipped out and ran out of the ring. Basically, what I think it's setting up is a mini feud, and they're going to probably fight at Elimination Chamber, which I'm totally cool with. I think Alberto Del Rio is a really good guy to keep to keep Batista over as a babyface. If that's what the WWE is trying to do for a little bit, I think Del Rey is the perfect guy to keep him. And first off,
Del Rey is a good heel.
yeah, he is. And they can have a really good match and still make it, so Batista wins cleanly and keeps him looking strong for when he does eventually face, whether it's Randy Orton or Daniel Bryan, whoever, at the main event of WrestleMania. I think that's really important to keep making Batista look strong. I know not a lot of people are happy with him winning the Royal Rumble, but guys, he won. There's nothing we can do about it. The only thing we can hope is Daniel Bryan wins the Elimination Chamber, and hopefully we can get a triple threat match at WrestleMania. But if not, as long as we don't get Cena versus Orton, I'm cool.
Wait, what? They had that match before?
Oh, yeah. No.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen that. You should watch it. It's amazing.
Damn.
All 25 of them. Yeah, and then the main event, we got Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton, which is, honestly, I could watch those guys wrestle any day of the week.
That was a great match.
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen a boring Daniel Bryan Randy Orton match. I mean, those two just mesh so well in the ring, and their storyline's so great. And you gotta be honest, I don't think there's ever a boring Daniel Bryan match. And it was back and forth. There was times when Randy was about to finish him with the RKO, and Daniel got out, and
Daniel was about to finish him with ES Lock or some other form of submission, because let's face it, Daniel's really good submission player.
Yeah, exactly. Training with Shawn Michaels,
Yeah, that kind of gets you there.
And he's trained with judo Gene LaBelle, who's one of the greatest judo practitioners on the planet. So it's pretty
Then Corporate Kane.
Yeah. Well, okay. Listen, I like Kane. I was digging what they were doing with the whole CM Punk thing, but obviously due to CM Punk walking out, can't do it. But what was the point of Kane walking out tonight?
Sparking a feud with Daniel Bryan.
But it wouldn't. That's what I don't get. Because all right, Daniel Bryan's already locked in a match in the Elimination Chamber, and he's not. If they're not
going to push him for WrestleMania, because that'd be a terrible match.
Yeah, that'd be horrible. That'd be such a waste of Daniel Bryan.
It'd be a waste of Daniel Bryan.
So they're talking about a lot of matches for Daniel Bryan, and I hope Kane's not one of them.
I think what it is they sent out Kane because they knew Orton wasn't going to win, and the Authority always sticks up for Orton. As much as they say out in front of the fans that, they should probably take his title away.
Yeah.
Because believe it or not, they've done it before.
Yeah.
After he beat up Cena's dad, what did they do?
We'll strip your title away.
We'll take your title away if you do that again.
It's never going to happen.
No.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I dig the Corporate Kane. I was really getting into the storyline with him and Punk. It's obviously not gonna unfold for Punk leaving. And I understand. Like how you're saying, like they came out because they want Orton to win really bad. But I just really hope they don't go any further with the whole Kane Daniel Bryan thing. I mean, that's another match people have seen numerous times before they were Team Hell No. They feuded I think quite a few times.
Yeah.
So I don't really care to see Daniel Bryan versus Kane. I'd rather have Kane used for something different. And I really I know Daniel Bryan's my favorite. Okay, I'll be honest. I'm pretty biased when it comes to him, but because I'm really hoping he wins the Elimination Chamber, becomes WWE champion,
and even if he loses to Batista at WrestleMania, it's still longer than 24 hours.
Yeah, exactly. Like they just owe us a nice title run for Daniel Bryan. Whatever. If they really want Batista to be their champion, so be it. I'll come to terms with that. But you need to let him win at Elimination Chamber and go into WrestleMania as the WWE champion. If you want Batista to beat him at that point, whatever. So be it. I'll deal with it. I'm not a big Batista hater like most. I just don't want to see Orton as champion. I don't want to see John Cena fight for another belt, especially against Orton. And that's how I feel about it. I mean, tonight's Raw was pretty solid. I enjoyed it.
They're getting better. The Raws are only going to get better until WrestleMania comes up.
Yeah, I mean, the road to WrestleMania. I mean, we have I think 62 days. It said in the commercial with that. So we have a long time, and and the road to the Elimination Chamber alone is going to be fun. I mean, the matches we got so far, the Elimination Chamber match itself is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
We got Cesaro, Christian, Bryan, Cena and Orton, and Sheamus. Sheamus.
Then we also got the Wyatts versus the Shield.
Oh man, it's gonna be such
Which
a
is
sick
going to be
fight.
an awesome match.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. And then
We'll talk about that more in our pay-per-view. Well, not review, our
prediction. Yeah, and then also like I'm predicting now, I probably gonna get Batista versus Del Rio, and
definitely.
I'm hoping since it's Minneapolis, Minnesota, we're gonna get Brock Lesnar. I'm really hoping that.
Don't bring in Brock.
Yeah, I don't.
Bring him in for some stupid match, but it'll be a match.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see how could they put
Mark
him
Henry.
in. Mark Henry,
does return next week.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool, Mark Henry and Lesnar. Because it's good to keep Brock. I don't know what direction they're gonna go with Brock. I know he's keep talking about being the self-proclaimed #1 contender. So if they are going to go with that route, with making him the #1 contender and somehow inserting him in the main event, whether it's a triple threat or 4-way fatal, I don't know, who knows. But they need to keep him looking strong. They had him wreck Big Show pretty quick. They would have to do the same if they made him go against Mark Henry or whoever they put him against. He has to come out looking strong. I think that's very important.
Definitely.
I have high hopes for WrestleMania 30. I know a lot of people don't. But I think that, it could turn out being a pretty damn good WrestleMania. And I'm really excited to see how everything's going to unfold. I mean, I'm already digging the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. But I got to be honest, I'm pretty easy to please.
I just want to end on one thing, at least for me. Everyone's got to get over CM Punk leaving.
Yeah.
It happened. It sucks because there was a great storyline going on with Punk, and he's a great wrestler and a great guy on the mic. It's a bad loss.
Yeah.
But we got to get over it. So this will probably be the last time we talk about Punk on our show, at least.
Yeah, listen, and trust me, we're not Punk haters. We're huge CM Punk fans. We love CM Punk. But the fact is, guys, if you're going to dwell on it,
you're only going to draw down what WWE is going to do from now on.
Exactly. You're never going to be satisfied with the product.
We keep on hearing Punk chants. We don't want to hear them anymore.
Yeah, it's not going to make him come back. Listen, if Punk's unhappy, he's got to do what's going to make him happy. If he doesn't want to be in the WWE, it's out of our control.
Because if it's one thing we know about Punk, he is a straightforward, honest guy.
Yep.
Even when he's acting, he's not acting. He's being honest about everything he says out there.
Yeah, and Punk's a great guy. He's a great talent, and you gotta let him do what he's gonna do. Whatever's gonna make Punk happy and make him feel successful in the future. That's what he's got to do. Listen, he feels he doesn't feel like the WWE's treating him right. But if you guys just keep letting this ruin it, every pay-per-view, every event. Every Raw, every SmackDown is just going to be really terrible for you because you guys are always going to be expecting more. You guys just got to we don't mean to be mean, but you got to get over it. Got to come to terms with it somehow. Listen, there's still a lot of good talent in the WWE. Punk leaving isn't the end of the world, guys. We still got Ziggler, we got Daniel Bryan.
The end of the world is when Daniel Bryan leaves.
When he leaves, then we riot. Because then we don't have Punk, then we don't have Bryan. And if Ziggler leaves, holy crap, we're all rioting. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get some love for these guys. But yeah, guys, just try to keep an open mind, be positive. Don't dwell on the Punk thing. Focus on something different. Get behind Daniel Bryan, or if you like Orton, get behind Orton. Which I don't really know many people who get behind Orton. But don't let the Punk leaving ruin the WWE for you. If you're a fan of wrestling, you gotta support it.
I think that's all we got for tonight.
Yeah, and we'll be back with our SmackDown review. We're also going to try to do some Impact Wrestling reviews. I'll be doing that. So they'll be coming out the Wednesday before Impact airs. So that'll be, and then
it'll be a review on the previous Impact. SmackDown reviews will be coming out Saturdays. Saturday night.
Yeah.
Raw reviews are always going to be Tuesday morning or Tuesday night. We'll decide.
Yeah.
And then a week before the pay-per-view,
we'll pull predictions.
We'll pull our predictions.
Yeah.
We'll pull pretty much anything. And even if we come up with something beforehand, we'll probably talk about it.
Yeah, and listen, guys, listen. This is our first review. This is our first time. Like, you know, we're just big wrestling fans. We like to talk about it. We really enjoy it. You know, if you don't agree with us, that's fine. We'll take any criticism. Like, seriously, subscribe to us. Leave in the comment sections whether you agree with us or
leave
not.
a like.
Yeah.
If you like the video, leave a like. Or if you don't like it, leave a comment down below.
Yeah, tell us what
you don't like.
Yeah, tell us what we can improve on. And seriously, guys, like, we're wrestling fans. We're cool. Like, if you don't agree with us and you want to tell us that we're the worst people ever because we told you to get over the Punk thing, that's fine. We're not gonna get mad at you if you're gonna hate on us. You know, we just want people to we want people to watch, and we just want people to support wrestling. That's it. Simple as that. And every once in a while, I'm also gonna do some like I don't know if anybody here is an MMA fan, but I'm gonna be doing MMA predictions too because I'm a pretty big MMA guy. So
Another thing that we could possibly do in the future, if we get enough comments, we can maybe do just like a comment answering episode.
That'd be cool. Yeah, I mean,
like a Q&A. Like if you want to ask us a question about how we feel about something happening after a pay-per-view event, leave a comment.
Yeah, and we'll definitely get back to you. I mean, we won't ignore anybody. You know, good or bad, we will support it, and you know, we'll answer it. Simple as that.
Yep. All right. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you, guys. Please subscribe and check out our other channels.
Link in the description.